To find out that we're sitting on top of 150 toxins, 49 which are cancer causing, well, that American dream quickly became a nightmare.
It has been in the news for decades now, and now residents of Gordon Plaza, they're finally one step closer to being relocated. We have reported people who live there have been diagnosed with cancer at a higher rate than other areas and have been fighting to move for years. WDSU News reporter Shay O'Connor joins us live from City Hall with what played out in today's meeting. Shay?
Stella, that's right. Now, the City Council did set aside $35 million to relocate the citizens of Gordon Plaza. That was last week. Now, today, they actually listened into a request for proposal from one firm that could get the contract. I'm told that the goal is to make sure that the funds are allocated properly. Meanwhile, those who have been living the nightmare for decades, they say that they're just hoping that the funds will be given and soon.
As residents of Gordon Plaza, we aim for each member to have full replacement costs distributed to them. And we know that land acquisition and home replacement costs are appropriately aligned to ensure that the needs of each member are met.
Community members of Gordon Plaza laying out their terms to City Council Monday afternoon.
Now that the funds have been allocated officially, there is not a need to systematically nickel and dime us at this point. Our community is in agreement today that the City of New Orleans could distribute the funds today.
This is the City Council reviewed the only request for proposal they received from the Sher Garner firm. If all goes well, a contract will be written up and signed. Councilmember Eugene Green says the firm will determine the best way to distribute the $35 million set aside by the City Council to relocate the residents. Green says each negotiation is different.
There are some people who rent. There are some people who own. There are some people who owned years ago. There are some people who just bought.
Which includes buyouts with individual property owners. The goal for council members to get the families out of the area this year.
It's too simple to say just divide it all and pay it out that way. You have to look at each individual concern.
The predominantly black neighborhood built in the 1970s as a housing development for homeowners, sitting on land that was once the Agriculture Street landfill. We're told of the 67 homes in the area, 54 families have agreed to be relocated. 3 of the homes are vacant. The others unresponsive or could not be reached. Now, the goal for the City Council is to get in contact with every single owner from the area that sits in the Desire area. Now, I'm told that this Wednesday, residents will be able to meet with the firm that we mentioned, and next Wednesday, a contract could be signed to get the ball officially rolling. And of course, we will continue to keep you updated on this. Reporting live from City Hall, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.